What is going on, everyone? MikeO back with another mail day recap. Got a nice selection of stuff that's been piling up for the last few weeks. Finally have an opportunity to share it with you, so I appreciate you taking some time out of your day to check out what I've picked up. Nice little mix, some cards that just came out here in 2025, brand new releases, and then some cards that came out, 75 years ago or so. So it should be a lot of fun. Let's take a look at it. Nice little mix here, some new additions to the collection. Let's go through them. So we have one football card, which I don't show off too often, but picked up a 1951 Bowman Chuck Bednarik. Pretty clean overall. I mean, definitely centering issues left to right, a little bit top to bottom, but still a nice example. Chuck Bednarik's like the one vintage football player that I like to collect. So that's a cool card. Every now and then, if I see one of his cards, whether I have it or not, and if it's at a nice price, I will pick it up. So cool Chuck for the collection. And then a couple other pickups here. We got a refractor from Topps Finest Flashbacks. This is from a few years ago. This is, I guess, the 2021 set that they put out. Featured 94 Finest. I guess they didn't release one last year. I don't know if they're going to continue doing Finest Flashbacks or not. I enjoy the set for sure, but Aaron Nola, the refractors are tough. They're typically one per box, maybe a couple of the more recent releases, maybe a few more per box. But either way, not a small set, not a lot of refractors. They're not numbered, but usually the print run's not that high. But very often they're treated as regular refractors or more common refractors. You can pick them up for just a couple bucks. I think they look great. Nola having a tough start to his 2025 season, but still has been, one of the better homegrown Phillies pitchers really in franchise history. He's definitely in the top 10, so hard to pass up some of his cards from time to time. And then was able to grab this one. Been watching these for a while. Finally able to get one at auction at a good price. This is from 2025 Topps, the All Aces. Popular insert set a couple years ago. They were fun. They were cheap. They were fairly common, so you're able to get them for a couple bucks. And then Topps, for some reason, came up with this electric black design and the nice foil, but unfortunately made them super short prints. I did not pull a single one out of like 20 boxes that were open, so they're not easy to get. Sometimes you get lucky. I know a friend of the channel and a friend of the community, Jason, Mr. Fisherbike, pulled a Paul Skeens, so he was super lucky to grab that one. I don't think he opened a ton of the product, but Steve Carlton, fortunately for me, unfortunately, just due to lack of respect, is just not super celebrated or respected in the hobby, and he's a pitcher, so I was able to get this one at a really good price. But other players, other pitchers in this set, other cards in the set go for much, much more, but was able to snag this one at a good deal. So it's a beautiful card for the collection, so happy to get that in. Some other additions. This is a Trey Turner from Topps Series 1 Celebration. It's the Walk This Way super short print insert. These are really tough. They used to be super short printed inserts in Topps opening day, and they were brought back this year for the Series 1 Celebration. I know there's a JT Realmuto one as well that I've been chasing, and Bryce Harper. The Harpers go for a ton. These are super hard to get. I was able to get this one for just a couple of dollars, but it's a pretty big set, and again, they are very difficult to snag. Same design as flagships. I like to add them to my Topps Ultimate Team set binder, so I'll be looking out for the other ones. But it's one of those things, you'll see some now when the sets are fresh, and then eventually in the future you just do not run into them, and then the ones that are there are listed extremely high. So I was happy to pick that up. The only Topps Now card for the Phillies in 2025 has been this Zach Wheeler, where he was first club hurler with 13 strikeouts and 0 walks since 2016. Pitched really well. Kind of surprising the Phillies haven't had more than one Topps Now. Topps is, over the last couple of years, really made less and less cards. They were very, very loose with the amount of cards they produced for a while there. Now, very tough. I mean, the Phillies have had Incredible performances this year by guys like Kyle Schwarber, and they have not received a card. Though Schwarber's on the cusp of his 300th home run, so I'm assuming he'll get a Topps Now here in the next week or so. But happy to have this Zach Wheeler, so able to pick that up. Other than that, we do have the Topps Now Road to Opening Day set that's put out every year, but this is another set that's a shrunk down. I mean, now it's only like 10 cards. It used to be like around 20. So Bryce Harper, Schwarber, Trey Turner, most of just the regulars, Real Muto, Aaron Nola, Bryson Stott, Wheeler, Bohm, Castellanos, and Rojas. So they make a couple hundred sets or so. So those are just binder material for the Phillies Topps collection. So pick them up. We've got some Topps Chrome Black. Handful of cards here. We got Trey Turner. These are beautiful looking base cards. I mean, the camera doesn't even do it justice, but the matte finish and the glossy finish over the player. So Bryce Harper, Zach Wheeler, Aaron Nola. Then a refractor of Bryce Harper, numbered to 199, and a blue refractor of Trey Turner, numbered to 150. So some cool cards there. We got some slabs here to the left that you see. I did pick up the Phillies retail team set. So I always do this every year. I always pick these up. You can see the checklist here on the back. And basically every year there's usually something. I actually have to compare the base cards. I've seen some of them. Typically, half the set is just repeats of Series 1, with the only difference being the card number. Though a couple years ago, or different years, they've done kind of different cropping or different backgrounds, on occasion different uniforms. So I'll look into that for sure and add those to the set. And then you have some players who are not in Series 1, that'll be in Series 2, so you get a little preview of them, sort of like Edmundo Sosa. Most likely a Series 2 card will be in the same pose, but you never know, not guaranteed. Rojas, these are guys who were not in Series 1, Trey Turner as well, Matt Strom. So Austin Hayes is, to me, like the chase piece in this. It sounds kind of silly. It's like Austin Hayes. Yeah, he's not a Philly. Why he was in this set, I don't know. Because this set literally just came out in the last 7 to 10 days or so. And there have been years where they get this set out for sale on opening day at the ballparks. But I do know 2023, there was Gene Segura. He ended up ultimately signing with the Marlins that year, and he was in the Topps retail team set. And then by Series 2, he's in the Marlins uniform. Austin Hayes will most likely be in either update or Series 2 as a Cincinnati Red. So this Phillies card will be his only Phillies card in this release. And I like to include all cards for the flagship design in my Ultimate Topps team set. So I was going to need to pick this card up regardless. And then we have Seth Johnson, who is on the checklist for Series 2. Maybe they do a different image or something. Seth Johnson, he was acquired from the Orioles last year, along with Austin Hayes in the trade that they made. He only made one appearance in the big leagues. He got rocked, but he was excellent in the minors last year for the Phillies. Kind of a rising prospect. And this year, started out okay, but they moved him to the bullpen because the Phillies, shockingly, have an abundance of starting pitching. They right now have the 5 main starters, and then Taijuan Walker is kind of the 6th starter at the moment, and he's actually pitched finally pretty well this year. And Andrew Painter is expected to join the rotation later this summer. And even guys like MikeO, who have struggled in recent years, have actually been picking up pitching well. They have a lot of depth at starting pitching, so they've started to look at certain guys that can help them potentially in the bullpen, because that's where they need some help. And then speaking of Taijuan Walker, we have that as well. So pick that set up. To me, it's always something fun to look into. It's not something that gets a lot of attention, but pretty cool. All right, and then the bigger pickups, now that we're almost 10 minutes through, we got the 1969 Nabisco Team Flakes, Richie Allen. That's a hand cut. Graded a 1.5 by SGC, the old SGC holder. It's just a blank back. It's not something you see every day, so needed it for the Phillies and Richie Allen collection. And got it at a pretty reasonable price. And then the big pickups. So I already have one of these, and I picked up another one. It's a 1949 Seal Test Richie Ashburn. It's an authentic altered. So I'll just look at the other one I have and kind of decide, do I want to keep both? Do I want to keep one or the other? The other one I have is blank back. It was already peeled. So that's the major flaw in that one. This one has the back, which is pretty cool. So there's a chance I keep both of them. I mean, some people consider this a Richie Ashburn rookie. I mean, I don't know if there's any experts out there. Let me know what you think. Obviously, the hobby considers the 1949 Bowman his rookie card. This is also 1949, so I guess this is a rookie as well. Then you have, I think he has 49 Eureka Stamps, which it's not really a card, but it kind of is. And in 1948, he has a few items as well. He has the Philadelphia Bulletin cutout, which is not really a card. And I think he has a supplement that came in one of the old magazines or something. So neither of them are truly cards, but those two were released in 48. But either way, beautiful image, beautiful card. Something that I think Phillies fans, Phillies collectors should aspire to try and pick up at some point. And then these two are my very first Lummis peanut butter pickups. Very tough set, both SGC ones, both beautiful looking cards. We got Granny Hamner, gotta love that old school uniform, hitting there in the empty ballpark, and then the Andy Seminick in the catcher's gear, probably at spring training. Look at the condition of that field. The backs are definitely both beaten up, which is not that surprising, both with paper loss, so there you go with the grade, but got enough of a back there for me. Would I prefer it to be a little cleaner? Of course, but I'm sure the price would rise substantially as well. You never know. If you get a chance to pick these up at a reasonable price, to me, you pick them up, and if you get a chance to upgrade it in the future, you do that, and you move on from one of these if you choose to do so. Either way, happy to finally add a couple Lummis cards to the collection. The Ashburn is just, to me, amazing. Just a lot of fun pickups, so happy to share them with you, and I would love to get your comments down below. Let me know what you think. What's your favorite pickup? Do you love the modern stuff? Do you love the old stuff? Do you like the rare and oddball stuff? Do you just enjoy the hobby? I enjoy the heck out of the hobby. This has been a very, very busy year for me. Really a very busy last couple years, but the last 9 or 10 months have just been crazy, just consistently very busy, enjoying the heck out of the hobby, just a little less time than I would like to share it with the community and consistently be able to participate in that. But I'm constantly looking at stuff and following different releases and then kind of looking into the old stuff and opportunities when I have a chance. So looking forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments down below, and I will talk to you next time. Have a great one. See ya.